set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Going to look deep for Wilson. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and a yard, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
2nd and goal from the 1. Pollard again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Switch up, switch up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kings, Kings, Kings.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st down, it's Robinson. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And out of bounds right around the 20. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape. Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Shoves him away. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 24, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Robinson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Max Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Mahomes to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go. On first down, Robinson running right through it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Alert! Quit talking about it and bring it. 45. Mike, 45. Come on, dude.
From the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Get him. 45 for Mike. I know he ain't got it. Shit. Hey, alert!
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Let's go, B, let's go. Let's get 45 for Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want to.
Mayfield on first down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in here by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run. Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. Okwuegbunam. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Mayfield off the play fake. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Henry Ruggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Twisting away. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up. With his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On the run, it's Robinson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Mayfield now. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and inches, Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tony Pollard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Mahomes will throw for it. They'll roll him out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mayfield. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Mayfield to throw it. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8. Again, it's Robinson. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers might be headed to the win column for the first time in 2021 as they add on to their lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Open man is Duvernay. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Herndon's got it complete. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles. 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Mayfield to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gutsy decision there going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it wasn't really always